13 WMAZ Morning starts now.
While all is quiet out there right now, that will change over the next couple of days. You're going to need that umbrella. I'll have all the details for you coming up.
We're learning more about a Wrightsville man following a deadly shooting in Walton County. What investigators say he did to his parents.
And today is an important one for Central Georgia, or for Georgia lawmakers, the deadline they face and the bills that they're talking about up at the Capitol.
Two Dublin men say they want to see something other than construction on Hillcrest Parkway. I'm going to tell you what exactly they want to see coming up.
Well, good morning. You're looking live over downtown Macon. The time is now 6:31 on this Tuesday, halfway through the month of March the 15th. I'm Caitlin Heck.
And I'm Wanye Reese. Tuesday morning is looking good on all of you this morning, Central Georgia.
Yes, and feeling a lot better than it did when you woke up yesterday morning, Courtney.
That's right. Yeah, very, very cold here yesterday. And this morning is still chilly, but definitely an improvement. 50 right now in the city of Macon. East wind at 5 miles per hour. So yes, we are under the influence of the Atlantic Ocean. That is a warmer air mass giving us this very comfortable morning at that. We're at 50 in Warner Robins, 51 in Gordon, 54 in Unadilla, 49 in Butler and in Forsyth, 50 in Wrightsville, and 48 in McRae. So upper 40s, low 50s to send you out the door. No rain to be found, just a few quick passing clouds out there. Otherwise, we are nice and dry for the start of the day, so no issues for that ride to work and school, but that is going to change through the day. Today we'll see an increase in cloud cover through lunchtime. Temperatures today will head into the low 70s between noon and 5, but we will have that chance for showers as we head into the early afternoon. And once the rain starts, it's going to be on and off all the way through into really tomorrow afternoon and evening. So have that umbrella with you. I'm going to time everything out. We're also going to talk about the potential for severe weather tomorrow. Lots to cover. That's all in my full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Courtney. Investigators in Walton County are sharing new details after a deputy shot and killed a Wrightsville homicide suspect over the weekend.
Now, yesterday, Walton County Sheriff Joe Chapman explained how this case developed. He says they got a call around 7 Saturday night about a man ramming into parked cars at a Marathon gas station in Loganville. By the time deputies got there, William Parrott was gone. Parrott's car later broke down on the side of Highway 81. Chapman says people stopped to help, and Parrott told him he had just killed his mother.
He says Parrott then lunged at a responding deputy with a sledgehammer. That's when that deputy fired a shot hitting Parrott, who later died. Investigators later found his mom, Rita Parrott, beaten to death outside a mobile home in Loganville. Over 120 miles away in Wrightsville, police found his father, Donald Parrott, dead as well.
Seems, based on what we know, likely that he did kill his mother on Saturday. We had some video footage of his car coming into the mobile home park and leaving about the right time, and it's his father's truck, which would lead us to believe he had already been to Wrightsville and killed his father.
The Walton County Sheriff's Office says Parrott had a history of run-ins with deputies dating back to 2014.
That includes family violence, battery, driving under the influence, public drunkenness, and probation violations.
Prosecutors could soon wrap up their case in the murder trial in the death of Fort Valley State University student Anitra Gunn. Day 6 of testimony continued yesterday, with jurors seeing more of DeMarcus Little's text messages with Gunn and also with his brother Jamarcus Little. The messages included DeMarcus constantly asking Gunn whether she had been seeing someone new. Several times she called him toxic and manipulative, even told him she would get a restraining order and press charges. That happened after Little sent screenshots to Gunn of his location on February 5th. It pinged to Fort Valley on the night someone damaged her property. That damage happened 9 days before she disappeared. Court picks back up at 8:30 this morning.
Time is 6:34 a.m. A new initiative is coming to Baldwin County and Milledgeville to help cut down on crime. The city says the program is for the safety and welfare of the community, especially after the past 2 years. Mayor Mary Parham Copeland says, quote, experiencing an economic shift due to a loss of jobs in our area, not to mention the effects of the global pandemic. These are some of the triggers that have caused an even greater effect on domestic violence, gang activity, and drive-by shootings. The mayor wants people to know the city's listening to their safety concerns. She's working with Baldwin County to create a system called the 180 Teen Center. It will allow people to use government buildings to host after-school programs for at-risk youth. The mayor says by next week, the city and county plans to finish setting up committees that will help launch the program. Let's get you to your news happening across the state. A bill aimed at helping Georgia first responders failed to advance in the Georgia's legislature. The bill would have provided coverage for police officers, firefighters, and EMS workers diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD, related to their jobs. The measure never made it out of an advisory committee. The cities and the counties in that committee say that they will work to find another avenue to get coverage for PTSD help for first responders before the next session.
Well, when it comes to bills advancing, Georgia lawmakers face a key deadline today. It is crossover day in the General Assembly, and that's when bills and other measures are required to pass in the House or Senate and move on to the other chamber. Today, lawmakers will decide questions including whether they should legalize horse race betting, some key proposals that have already moved forward, like a mental health reform measure. Georgia's First Lady looks to put an end to human trafficking. Marty Kemp spoke in Central Georgia yesterday, pushing her initiative to fight trafficking. She talked with people at the Rotary Club in Macon about her work as a First Lady to tackle the problem, seek justice for the victims, and to hold those responsible accountable.
In election news, we're nearly 2 months away from the May primary. It will feature candidates looking to become the Peach State's next leader. The Republican primary includes Marty Kemp's husband, Governor Brian Kemp, and former U.S. Senator David Perdue. On the Democratic side, Stacey Abrams does not have any competition. As candidates look ahead to the primary in November election, they're hitting the campaign trail. Abrams kicked off her One Georgia tour yesterday, visiting Atlanta and Warner Robins for a chance to speak with Georgians. She focused on her plans to expand Medicaid and create jobs. She also talked about public safety and criminal justice reform. Today, Bibb County leaders will talk about money for the Macon Mall Revitalization Project. Mayor Lester Miller is asking commissioners to approve up to $4 million more to fund it. The project includes renovating the mall on Eisenhower Parkway and building an amphitheater next door. In November, commissioners agreed to allow the Urban Development Authority to borrow up to $40 million to fund the mall project. Now, the mayor wants to bump it up to $44 million. However, Miller did tell us over the weekend that the cost of the project has not changed since November, and he still plans to keep the cost under $40 million. Commissioners meet starting at 5 this evening. A Vietnam veteran from Indiana is looking for Central Georgians to help him find his hat. You see it there. Don Lindley lost his hat in the overnight parking lot at the I-475 rest area around Macon.
Now, he posted about his missing hat on Facebook. That post now has over 24,000 shares.
Wow.
Lindley says he can replace the hat, but not the 3 lapels attached to it.
The people are fabulous around Macon. I'm getting messages saying, well, we'll go over there and look for it. They even asked the supervisor at the rest stop if my hat was turned in. Unfortunately, it was not turned in.
Hopefully it will turn up soon.
Hopefully.
And if you do find it, Lindley asks that you reach out to him on Facebook.
And it's absolutely amazing just to see the community come together to support him. The time is now 6:38 a.m. I mean, he's not even from Central Georgia,
Right.
but we've seen it before. Central Georgians, we always know how to step up when somene's in need.
Absolutely. So hopefully that hat will be returned to him, because
Yes.
I know it is such a
Fingers
precious thing
crossed.
for him.
That's right.
All right, time is 6:38. I'm ready for this rain to get out of here.
Yes, me too.
I feel
like
nice weekend.
Yeah, the weekend was great. And then this week, there's just so much. This is the week we've all been waiting for, because there's
Yes.
so much going on. And the weather is going to semi-cooperate. We're going to talk about it. We have to get through a few rainy days, and spoiler alert, the weekend actually looks great. So that's always good news. All right, everyone, you're looking out over I-75 north and southbound in Houston County. A really nice start to your morning. 49 right now in the city of Perry. So it is a chilly start to the day. Now, not as cold as we were, especially over the weekend. I was actually in South Florida this weekend, so I dodged that kind of cold, but hopefully everyone bundled up nice and warm this weekend. And now we are heading into at least a warmer start to the week. 49 right now in the city of Perry, although I guess everyone else's week started yesterday. This is the start of my week, so we're just going to start it together here. 50 in Macon, 50 in Warner Robins. We're at 50 in Cochrane, 54 in Unadilla, 50 in Dublin, 50 in Roberta, and 49 in Forsyth. 50 seems to be a popular number, but area-wide, we are in the upper 40s and low 50s. Now, for the start of the day, you're not going to need the umbrella, but you will for the second half of the day, and that's thanks to this weather system that's going to continue to push off to the east through the day, currently bringing rain and even some severe weather to parts of the Louisiana area near the New Orleans area. And it will bring a severe threat along the coast today. For us, just simply rain today. Tomorrow, that's going to change, and we're going to take you through it all in just a couple of minutes here. So again, through the morning for your morning drive to work and school, not going to have to worry about any rain at all. It's going to be dry. It's going to be chilly. So just bundle up, but have that umbrella with you. Don't say I didn't warn you. I have seen some of you out at Kroger before when it is downpouring in the afternoon. bring the umbrella and the raincoat. You don't want to get caught underneath all the rain that's going to roll in this afternoon. By 3 o'clock, so the time a lot of students will be getting on the bus again, that's when rain starts to roll in along the low that's out to our west. That's going to help pump in all that lovely Gulf moisture and offer us a widespread rain chance as we head through the afternoon and evening. And once the rain starts, it kind of doesn't stop until tomorrow evening. We'll have rain on and off. So what does that mean? The roads are going to be wet for the commute to or from work and school today and then to work tomorrow. It's going to be quite the rainy stretch. Thankfully, any kind of severe weather, that's going to stay south of here today. Again, along the Gulf Coast, along the peninsula of Florida. For us, just simply rain even as we head into tomorrow morning. Here's Wednesday at 3 a.m. You can see here across the area, rain and potentially even some heavy rain will be possible. But we will be watching for severe weather tomorrow. That's going to be for the afternoon hours. All the area under a level 1 of 5 threat. What we're going to be looking for, damaging wind gusts is going to be our most widespread threat tomorrow. That and some heavy rainfall. Maybe some small hail and a brief isolated tornado will be possible. I think we'll be looking south and east of Macon for that threat. I do think that threat is extremely low, and our threat as a whole looks very isolated tomorrow. Nonetheless, we do have one. Through the morning, just rain. You could see periods of heavy rain will be possible through the morning hours, so the roads will be wet for that ride to work and school tomorrow. By 9 a.m., our first batch of rain starts to push out of the area. We could maybe have a rumble of thunder within that with maybe a stronger storm, but once we head into the early afternoon hours and we start to heat up, add that instability, that's when we open up that window of opportunity for severe storms. I think between around 4 and 7 p.m. is when we're going to be watching for maybe, again, an isolated strong to severe storm, but as we head closer to the sunset hour, which is a lot later now, that's when we start to pull back that severe threat. And we'll be dry Thursday for St. Patrick's Day, but rain unfortunately does return Friday night along another cold front, and that's of course just in time for the start of the Cherry Blossom Festival. But take a look at the weekend. Lots of sunshine and low 70s.